of swishes and misses, and that's a big one. All the way just beyond the boundary line. That's finally given the Bhojpuri Dabanggs a bum chicka wow wow moment.
They need more of those lusty blows. They're well behind the run rate, the Bhojpuri Dabanggs, but a few more of those won't hurt. Rocked onto the back foot and pulled it nicely over mid-wicket. And they are happy. And why wouldn't they be?
They haven't had much to be happy about so far, chasing 185. But I tell you, that came out of nowhere. That six. He caught the meat of the blade. Sailed just over the boundary line. Look at that. Grit and determination. Goes for it again. Skews it out to the offside. Got the outer half of the blade. And that was tricky because the running between the wickets hasn't been too sharp either. Could have led to a situation.
Not very intended to hit it, but doesn't matter. It all counts. 2 more to the total. Motoring along nicely. Tiwari, he's got 13 of 11 deliveries so far. Strike rate of 118.2. And there you see, not much between the Rhinos and the Debunks. That's a top shot. Fantastic. It's gone miles. One of the shots of the day so far.
Uttam Kumar take a bow. 6-2-6. And that for sure is a boom chicka wow wow moment. Well done, Uttam. Caught it well. Look at the transfer of weight and that fabulous finish. And went miles. Rohan, very impressive. What an over for the Bhojpuri Dabanggs so far.
Full face of the bat. Very good follow through. Just let his hands go through it. And that's the safest place on the field to hit it. Straight over the bowler's head. Very rarely would you find a fielder there. He goes for another one. Will he be out in this one? Yes, he will. No, he's dropped him. He has dropped him. Could that be crucial for the Rhinos?
How about that? Well, the Bhojpuri Dabanggs had missed more than their share of catches in the field. And a bit of that has been repaid. It was a relatively easy catch, high in the sky, all right, but the fielder coming under it had plenty of time to line it up. Got nicely under it, and then, much to the delight of the Bhojpuri spectators, let it go. So, huge let-off for Uttam Tiwari.
Oja doing his job as well. Just rotating the strike. Goes for another one. And that's another 6. What a fantastic shot there by Tiwari. They are happy. Look at them. Look at the joy on their faces. What a brilliant over for the Bhojpuri Dabanggs. That's a...
While the supporters and the spectators here at the Kochi Stadium will be delighted. Money's worth for the moment as the Bhojpuri Dabanggs fight back. They have to score 186 to win, but that previous over where they got 22 from it will certainly help. And all of a sudden, the crowd knows they're onto something special. Don't try and be the hero. Perfect.
Sensible cricket, sensible batting there. What has Tiwari got in store for us now? That was a brilliant over from the Bhojpuri Dabanggs point of view. In fact, if you look at the comparison between the two teams, they are ahead of the Chennai Rhinos at this stage.
Well, they have lost a couple of key wickets, that's for sure. 68 for 3 now. But Rishi, who had bowled 2 overs before this and took 1 for 11, could be under pressure. Oh, good delivery.
A little bit of a mix-up and he...
It might be a mix-up by the keeper as well, which would be terrible for the Chennai Rhinos. This was their opportunity to get rid of Tiwari.
The second opportunity in 2 overs. We saw a catch of his being dropped in the previous over, and this was a clear opportunity. It's a good throw, one bounce. Right by the keeper, he would have been out. But the keeper just didn't collect it cleanly.
Well, he was devastated, wasn't he, the keeper? Because he knew it was a big opportunity to close down this innings of Tiwari as well as the Bhojpuri Dabanggs.
I have a feeling something's going to happen this ball. Nearly. Tiwari had the right intentions though. And that's how you should play. Because from the situation that they are in at the moment, they need someone to play a blinder. And Tiwari looks like the man he can. Who could go on to play a big innings. He's on 26 of 16 deliveries. A very, very healthy strike rate of 162.5.
Yeah, that all but shaved the off stump, came back in well, which is why Tiwari missed it. So this is good stuff by Rishi. Well, again, Tiwari very keen to take the single, but Oja not responding at all, and perhaps wisely so, because Vishal, despite that knock on his knee, is a pretty good cricketer. Rushed in, collected the ball, and threatened the throw. All of a sudden, there's a lot more excitement on the field, Rohan. The crowd knows it too. So 1 run from 4 deliveries this over. Edged!
And very good field placement there. Third man was very fine. Normally find the third man a lot squarer. But a very fine third man keeps it down to 1.
Ravi Kishan in the middle sits all padded up. Didn't have, shall we say, a memorable day in the field. Will he be able to do better with the bat? We'll see. He'll be wishing he doesn't get in there because these two are doing a good job. Mr. Muscleman here, Oja, 3 from 4. And the man of the non-strikers for the moment, Uttam Tiwari, 27 from 18.
A single to end the over. 70.
It's quite remarkable because of that explosion by Uttam Tiwari, how suddenly the Bhojpuri Dabanggs are actually ahead. Although, mind you, we've got to say that the last 2 or 3 overs for the Chennai Rhinos yielded, what, 50, 60 runs. So it was all then that it happened for the Rhinos.
It was still a very tough ask for the Bhojpuri Dabanggs. Required rate 11.60. Could have hit that anywhere. A ranked long hop. But unfortunately for Oja, it just gets the outside edge, and they've got a fielder at third man, very fine, who keeps it down to 1. But here's the man on your screen. He's the one who the Bhojpuri Dabanggs will be looking at to do a bit of damage. He's batting on 27 of 18 deliveries. And I think he's going to fancy Shantanu over here. Little dibbly-dobblies.
Well, outside the off stump, you give him space and he's going to go for it. And he does. Connects it very well. Good fielding effort too. The ball ran away.
Oh, they'll be disappointed with that, the Chennai Rhinos. He got there, put in the big dive, but unfortunately just couldn't control it. But they're happy. It's a boom chicka wow wow moment for sure.
Shantanu under pressure now.
Which, have you been impressed with the Bhojpuri Dabanggs? Apart from the last 3 overs that they've bowled, they could have restricted the Chennai Rhinos to about 160.
As a matter of fact, I was, and we'll get back to that in a second. That's the way to do it. They do scamper for the single. It was almost always there. That's what the Rhinos did very well, by the way. Just tap the ball into the infield and take the single. So well done, Bhojpuri Dabanggs. Good call by Uttam Tiwari. Just to answer that question again, initially, the Chennai Rhinos got away to a pretty good start as Vikrant, was it, who was running away with it. And Then they came back well, brought the run rate down from 7.5 to about 6 or so. And it was pretty good going in the middle overs. It's only the last 3 or 4 overs that really undid a splendid effort by the Bhojpuri Dabanggs. I must say, though, Ravi Kishan particularly, if I may be allowed to take a name, they weren't picking up most of their catches, which is something they need to look at.
Well, that's a lovely shot. Gets just the one for it. With good extension of the arms. Full face of the bat, played it straight back to the bowler.
Yeah, so had they taken their catches, the Bhojpuri Dabanggs, then the situation could be very different. Here it is. Strikes him on the leg, doesn't it? Oh, gosh. That could hurt again.
Hey, he should have stopped that. He should have stopped that. He's done all the hard work, got the ball in the right place, and he'll be disappointed as a bowler to have let that go. 11 overs done. It's 79 for 3.